I'm your teacher today. I'm going to teach you about the basic theory of wind. Now, the basic theory of wind, it all starts with that big ball in the sky we like to call the sun. The sun sends out solar radiation, which is absorbed by the ground, causing the ground to heat up. The heated ground causes the air directly above the ground to also heat up. Now, I've got a couple of examples. One of this is this wooded area, trees, squirrels, you know the type. And we have this airport right here with a nice blacktop runway. So what's going on is the solar radiation is being absorbed by the ground. This blacktop runway is going to absorb a lot more heat than all this lush green foliage. And so it's going to give off a lot more heat. It's going to have a more dramatic effect to the cause of wind. So what happens, these thermals, this air that's heating up, it's going to rise up into the air. As these thermals rise, they expand. There's expansion going on. And so this heated air rises and it kind of spreads out. Now the result of that is that as this air expands and spreads out, it's going to cool. It naturally begins to cool and it eventually will reach the same temperature as the air surrounding it. Now, what happens to all of this empty space where this air used to be? Well, cooler air, which is more dense and likes to stay close to the ground, is going to come in to replace it. In one example, it's going to come from the shaded area of the forest over here, creating a nice little breeze. Maybe it smells like pine, makes people happy. Another example is maybe it comes down off this mountain where it's really cold air at the top, and you're going to get a lot more wind rushing in. They use this to lay out the runways because they know where the wind's always going to be coming from, more or less. Now, as this air is cooled up to its dew point, you'll start to see clouds forming if it's sufficiently moist air that's being raised. Now, that's what's going to happen in the day. The example over here is what's going to be happening at night. So, in this one, I've also added some water to it because it makes it a little easier to understand. During the day, the water is going to be absorbing a lot of heat but not giving a lot of it off. So you're going to have wind that's going to be flowing out to the water. This cool wind flowing outward. Now at night, the surrounding air is going to cool a lot faster and the water is going to remain warm, which is why skinny dipping at night is so much more refreshing than doing it during the day. Now this warm water is going to start to give off heat and you're going to have this cool breeze coming from the land out to the water at night. So it's kind of reversed at night. And in a nutshell, very basically, that is where wind comes from. Thank you for watching. I'm Patrick Danielson. Subscribe to Utah Helicopter on YouTube and have a nice day.